Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Well, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, the 6th of June, 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. Hoodie, J, Minogio and Keyzie, you mad bastard, to take you through the afternoon after a glorious long weekend in Mogi. Mogi. Still not 100%, mate. You feel okay, you sound like crap.
Yeah, I'm around about 65%,
Yes.
66%. Not 100 at all. I'm now moving into my third month. I've almost cracked 3 months done with this cough, whatever it is.
Yes.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I can't actually remember what it feels like to feel good, but I don't care, because you know what? Because I shut the F up and I get the F on with it.
Yeah,
That's
good
why.
on you, mate.
Right?
Totally.
You can learn a thing or two from me, Keyzie, you know?
I was saying to Keyzie, before you came in, actually, Mogi, he said he whacked his elbow over the weekend. He was just moaning and groaning. And I was like, Keyzie, have you not noticed what Mogi's going through at the moment? Have you heard him going on about it?
Mate,
I don't think
exactly.
so.
I've had a cough for 3 months. You didn't hear me moaning when I was up until 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night, smashing margaritas and smoking darts, did you?
Yeah, totally, mate.
Man.
And that's just the sort of attitude I admire, you know what I mean? You go out there, you still party on.
Pressing the flesh with
Party
the locals.
on.
Loving it.
Hey, Keyzie, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, it was pretty good until I came in and bumped my elbow on the door.
Yeah.
To be honest, it kind of threw me off at about 3 o'clock there.
Got your little mo, though, so that'll cheer you up.
It's not a little mo, it's a regular mo, and there's no goatee underneath it, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
God, it's good. It's good to be back. It looks good,
You were
fellas?
saying, Keyzie, because you were down in Chicha over the weekend, that you had a bit of a golf game on, was it Saturday morning?
Saturday morning with father-in-law.
And your father-in-law got you up at 6 o'clock and you were massively steamed still, and that he had an absolute ripper of a game and you had a shocker and wet yourself.
Oh, yeah.
didn't
We'll get into
say
that later.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
we
need
will.
to get into that later. I mean, we
Hey,
just leave
listen,
it there.
as always, it's great to have your company, New Zealand. Text us, 3483. Where are you listening to the show? What are you wearing? Let's get into it.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Radiohead there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Great to have your company wherever you're joining us. What are the people saying, fellas, on 3483?
G'day, fellas. Wearing Speedos and gumboots in Westport.
Yeah, nice.
Hot. Backbone.
It amazes me, actually, the amount of... Yeah, total backbone. The amount of people wandering around in shorts and T-shirts.
Yeah,
How
I
does
know.
that happen?
Actually,
what the hell? I'm freezing my ass off here.
I was down in Christchurch over the weekend, and literally out and about, freezing, 4 degrees or something. Everyone's in shorts and T-shirts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Spot the Aucklander. Wearing my togs and... Sorry. G'day, fellas. Wearing my togs and my towel on the way home from a pool in the Bay of Plenty. Has poor Keyzie hurt his weenis, which is the elbow. A little bit of skin on your elbow there. No, I haven't. It's better now. But it
Your
was
weenus.
really, really sore.
I've never heard of a weenus before. Is that true, Keyzie?
Have you not?
No.
Yeah, the weenus is that bit of skin that you can't feel on the end of your elbow.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
And then the rest of the text to do with my mum or people wearing G-bangers or people being naked, basically.
Well,
so.
I think those are just as relevant as all the other texts,
I mean, I
Keyzie.
don't think they really are.
Have you got anything there about an erection?
Wearing absolutely nothing, and I am rock hard eggplant emoji.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Speaking of rock hard, fellas, I was
God.
pretty rock hard after the countdown on Friday. What a show that was! How did you all come down from that? You were all good because it was such an adrenaline buzz. It was such a high. It took me a couple of days to just settle down again.
Yeah, I went out drinking for 3 days.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I don't even need to ask if you did that, Keyzie. It's just a given, isn't it?
Well, no, I went down south and then went drinking for 3 days.
Right.
Yeah,
Is
just
that how
change
you
things
guys?
up.
Well,
What'd you do?
I did heaps of Reno work.
Oh, did you?
And I am smashing it at the gym at the moment.
yeah, cool.
Mate, can't you tell
Yeah.
already?
Oh, we're talking about the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing there?
Oh, just gym stuff,
Yeah,
exercise.
go on. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
absolutely hammering it twice a day,
Because I
7
heard that
days
you
a
were
week.
down at the gym there and you're sort of banging onto this chick. How there's this guy that you're overdue to kick his ass and you'd
yeah, I
wipe
remember
the
that.
floor with him and that.
Oh,
You've been meaning to
you
kick his ass.
Have you
actually.
had to, because you sort of take names and that. You take names and then kick some ass.
yeah.
Have you got round to the kicking ass bit? You're still taking names.
Oh, look, I'm just sort of savouring the moment, if I
Yeah.
can put it that way. I just love seeing him strut around like a peacock doing his leg stretches and his leg exercises and his aerobic stuff.
Does
and,
anyone actually do weights at your gym, or is it just stretches?
And at some point I'm going to take him for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I can't stand... No, he's got no neck either, and he's got this really motley moustache. And
Yeah.
at one point, sometimes. So, and he always does this weird thing where he hits on all the women around the place.
Oh, yeah.
Leans against the machine and just,
So you
doesn't
can
actually
see down
do...
his top, eh?
Doesn't actually do
See
any
his
exercises or weights or anything like
Right.
that. Just does sort of stretching and stuff in
Yeah.
the stretching area.
What weights do you do? Because you're mostly like kettlebell stuff, eh?
Yeah, kettlebell, medicine balls, bench press, that squidgy thing you do with your arms, that lifty thing
Fly
you
machine,
do.
shoulder press.
Yeah, all
You
that.
do it all. You're
and
looking
of
good,
course,
man.
and of course, the cross trainer. I go hard out on that.
Yeah, sweating like a little bastard.
Yeah,
there, aren't you?
totally.
Hey, Jase, what's wrong with your eye?
Look, I'll get into that next, okay? Because
Looks sore, buddy.
yeah, it is really sore, but I don't want to go on it. I'll get into that next.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed, the exponents here. Welcome back, you mad bastards. Yes, my eye. My eye. You asked about my eye,
Third
Keyzie.
eye blind.
Yeah.
What's that good?
Look, I'll be honest with you, it's not something I'm comfortable talking about. It was a slightly humiliating...
Well, you got to talk about it because it looks hideous.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of an eye patch? You should wear one of those.
Right. Well, no, the doc told me I need to get a bit of open air on it.
And the weeper.
What actually happened was, true story this, fellas, true story, I'm afraid to say. On Sunday morning, I got up, made myself my morning coffee, went outside on the deck to have my durry, to flick through YouTube. And as I was putting on my glasses, I inadvertently stabbed myself in the eye with the arm of the glasses, like really hard.
Are you all good, man?
And it really, really hurt. Can I just say, at about 7:30 on Sunday morning, there was a lot of effing and jeffing going on in my house.
There's a lot of effort and jeffing at your house most of the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is.
Like the neighbours
There
don't
is.
even bother calling the cops.
Yeah,
anymore.
no, initially they did when
Yeah.
they first moved in, but and then Phil, he's in the home now, so he doesn't even, he's not even there. But and then
Wasn't it Bill?
And then I didn't think anything of it. Right?
Right.
But then as the hours passed,
Yeah, as time went by.
my eye got worse and worse and worse.
In what regard?
It was streaming water.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was just weeping like
Pissing
a
out.
bastard.
Yeah.
I couldn't, and it was painful every time I blinked. It felt like it was corrugated iron in there.
Ah.
And then it got to about mid-afternoon, and my wife said to me, I think you need to go to the A&E. That's actually looking really bad, and it's all swollen and stuff. But I was so humiliated by the way that I'd done it that I couldn't bring myself to go to the A&E.
You've done far more humiliating
Oh,
things
look,
than
I
that.
have, but that was pretty humiliating. And I just smoked more durries and drank more coffee and just, didn't open my eye. Went to bed the next day, woke up, and it wasn't quite so bad.
Yeah.
But it was a home goal. It ruined my Sunday
An
afternoon.
own goal?
An own goal.
You went to bed that night, woke up the next day?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to say, and I think since what's happened since then, it's got a bit of conjunctivitis in it.
Oh, yeah, it's weeping.
That's the pus that you
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
And so I think it's, it's got an infection in there. And I can't see out of it.
Because it's milky.
And it feels, like I say, now it feels like there's a piece of sandpaper in there.
Because obviously when I came in today, I didn't know that you'd had that accident.
Yes.
And I saw you and I thought, geez, I don't remember Jase having such luminous green eyes.
Yeah.
But it's just pus.
Yeah, no, it's pure pus. It's just a big wodge, an eye wedge of pus.
Pus, yeah.
But, I mean, you guys must have... I mean, you've done own goals, haven't you?
Own goals, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like humiliating
injured
injuries.
yourself, like you with your penis or whatever it was. I know your weenus.
There's a massive difference. I bumped my weenus on the door.
Yeah, well,
Weenus
yeah.
is a small penis, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, but
Yeah.
he was
No,
saying
no, your
otherwise.
weenus is on your elbow. No, I'm just trying to think. I've never stabbed my own self in the eye.
I've stabbed myself as well.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
With a knife or something?
Yeah, you know that game you used to do with the fingers splayed on the desk there?
Oh, yeah, I used to do that, yeah.
Lost a couple of fingers
Yeah,
doing that.
same.
But that's probably... I'm just curious if anyone else has done some horrendous home goals or own
Own
goals.
goals.
Yeah.
Home
Not
goals.
Home goals.
Own goal.
Not
That's when
home
you
goal.
kick a ball into your own goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's
goal
called a
at-
home goal.
No,
No.
A goal at home is when you score a goal on your home ground.
Right, okay.
Yeah, an own goal is you get it
Well,
against
you must have
yourself.
done something like that.
Yeah,
Mogi.
probably, but
Yeah,
you've only
yeah.
just asked me, so
The
it's hard
only
to think of anything.
The only one I can think of is one time I got all my friends to gather around because I'd learned how to do a flip off the monkey bars,
Oh.
and then I tried to do it, and then I bailed on it and landed square on my back and was winded doing the whole
What a loser.
And you were saying you weren't wearing undies that day either, so when you went upside down, everyone saw your wiener. Text
that's
us.
what happened. Yeah, that's what
Text
happened.
us 3483 if you've done any home goals like that.
Own goals.
Own goals.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, 26 minutes past 4. We're talking own goals, i.e. this Sunday morning I stabbed my eye with my own pair of glasses and rooted my eye for the rest of the weekend. I believe you've got a similar tale,
Not
Mogi.
really.
Oh,
It's quite different.
Oh.
But similar to Keyzie's, actually.
Oh, my monkey bar
yeah,
story.
but yours is more sort of humiliating than stupid.
Yeah, mine's a humiliator as well, actually. It's almost identical, but we had a swing at our place at home when we were kids, like I was about 8 or 9. And mums, you love your mums, don't you, when you're younger? I mean, not like Keyzie, but and mum was walking past as I was standing up on the fence there with a swing, which was tied to a tree.
Yes.
Was it a rope swing or like a...
It was made out of rope, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
So it's
just
a bit
one
rope.
piece
It
of
was
rope?
like, yeah. And I said, Mum, watch this. And then she was like, because now you've got kids and you can't be bothered watching every single thing that they do.
Oh, yes, tedious.
Oh, God, it's dull. But anyway, she turned around. She humoured me, is what you call it, Keyzie.
Right,
Anyway,
okay.
I do a big swing. The branch snaps. And I plummet about probably 80 metres and land on a pile of bricks.
Wow, it's 80 metres.
That is so amazing, because you've actually just reminded me of it. Remember the old Flying Fox?
Yeah.
I did the same thing, where I was going down the Flying Fox, full tit.
Both of your tits out.
Both my breasts just flapping in the breeze there.
You're holding your hands about a metre apart, by the way.
And then you get to the cross at the end there, and I hammered into that and just somersaulted
Yeah.
down over a ledge onto a pile of rocks. Hey, Jade. Are you there, Jade?
Yeah, sure am.
How you going? You've got a bit of a story for us, I believe.
Yeah.
Away you
ready?
go.
My dad was a cane farmer, and he realised that one of the bins was moving.
This is a no-go for me, I got to say. I think our phones have picked up that she's Australian.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Jade. We seem to have lost you there. Keyzie.
I heard her story off air, though.
Oh,
so
what was it again?
her dad was farming cane, and then he cleared
There's
out...
cane sugar.
Cane
Australian,
sugar.
probably up in Queensland somewhere
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And then-
Under the hot sun of Queensland.
Baking
there,
away
Keyzie.
there.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And
Got
then
the old corks hanging off my hat there. Keep those fly
yeah.
bastards off me face.
Having a bit of a blow on the old didgeridoo.
few beers.
I don't know if we can... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but carry on.
He cleared out a wee paddock and then built her a playground, and then she was on the old teeter-totter. The teeter-totter.
What's that? The seesaw.
Seesaw, yeah. Teeter-totter.
Jesus.
Anyway, she was on one end, her dad jumped on the other end. She went flying through the air and then
Oh, cool.
landed on a giant pile of stones that someone had left there.
Right. Yeah.
Giant pile of bricks.
That's what she'd told me off air anyway.
I find it really hard to believe, Keyzie, that you
What?
haven't done more humiliating things in your life.
Oh, there'll be more.
But then I realise a lot of the time maybe you might have been steamed and so you don't remember them, doing them.
There was one time we were practicing kayaking in the school pool, and you have to be able to roll over upside down underwater
Yes.
and then roll back up to pass your little test
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Eskimo roll.
That's right. I got upside
You
down.
can't say that anymore, Keyzie. That's racist.
That's my bad. I was upside down, couldn't get back up, dropped my paddle, and then couldn't pull the skirt thing. And literally the whole class is like watching me in year 13. I was like drowning underwater there.
Did you die?
Nah, I managed to pull the old thing there and then fell out the bottom of the canoe and on the
Landed
bottom
on
of
a
the
pile
pool.
of bricks.
A pile of bricks.
Oh, you're joking. Hey, keep those texts coming on 3483. Own goals. We're talking own goals.
Also, you can call us on 0800 Hodaki.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show. Tuesday afternoon, 39 minutes past 4 o'clock. We're talking own goals.
Home goals.
Own goals, Keyzie. Get it right. Jeez. Bloody
is
hell.
when you-
And it all started with me poking myself in the eye with my
Yeah.
glasses. Mogi, you were talking about you were on a swing and the branch snapped and you flew 80 metres and fell on a pile of bricks.
I told Mum to watch me especially as well because I wanted to be her favourite.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I watched this, Mum, and then it snapped and there I am lying like E.T., guts hanging out on a pile of bricks.
And I did a similar thing on the, the Flying Fox there. Catapulted about 40 metres onto some jagged rocks. And Keyzie, you just... What was it? You shat yourself on the jungle gym.
That's not the story. It involved a kayak. And there was
my bad. But a lot of people have texted in on 3483.
Heaps of people, Jase. G'day, fellas. Bit dusty this morning. Got out of bed and slipped on an old bottle of lube. Went flying into the ensuite, straight into a pile of bricks.
Yeah.
It happens more than you think.
Yeah,
man.
well, absolutely. Especially with the old lube. It's slippery as.
Funny that. Hey guys, and Keyzie. When I was 7, a mate dared me to do a jump on my 50cc motorbike. Had a massive run up to the ramp, hit 140 kilometres per hour, did 8 backflips, 3 front flips, 85 metres of air, overshot the ramp, landed in a pile of bricks.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, totally.
I'm telling you, man, pile of bricks have got a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
People leaving them all over the place, aren't they? After being out for... Hey, fellas. After going out for dinner, I tripped over a curb. Handbag went one way. Leftovers went the other way. I went straight down on my ribs like a sack of spuds. Douche right into a pile of bricks.
Yeah. Jeez, it's just... It's all the demolition going on, I think, Mogi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People just leaving piles of bricks everywhere.
People just leave their piles of bricks lying around.
Yeah, totally.
And they think it's generous because it's quite handy getting some free bricks.
Yes.
But at the same time, it is a health and safety issue. You can't just leave a pile of bricks around.
Oh, mate, look.
You never know when somebody might go flying through the air and land on them.
I've got like 80 bricks down the back of my garden there.
Are they
you know
in a
what I
pile
mean?
or are they stacked?
No, they're in a sort of kind of semi-pile. Walking down there one day. And, she's bloody slippery at the moment, Mogi.
Yeah.
The lawn wet. And but I actually put my foot on the old dog poos, slipped, catapulted in the air, head first into the pile of bricks.
Yeah.
And they were my own pile of bricks. You know what I'm saying?
Far out.
It's just crazy. Hey, now...
Hang on, what about this real quickly? Here's an own goal. I went and got photographs. Home goal. Here's a home goal. I went and got a photograph signed with Minogue at Armageddon, and now I'm sick.
Oh, it was you that got me sick, you bastard.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah.
Hey, now we've got a new competition, don't we, fellas?
Oh, do we?
Yeah. Tell them all about it, Keyzie.
We certainly do have a new competition, and it's one that'll just be running for a few days now. It's called the hardest rugby quiz you'll ever do.
And it is bloody hard.
It was the hardest.
Oh, it is the hardest rugby quiz you'll ever do, and we're giving away tickets to go and see the Super Rugby Pacific quarterfinal, which is this weekend. You'll get flights, accommodation.
Is that a quarter?
Yeah, and $200 spending money. But
how much?
$200 spending money to go with your tickets to the Super Rugby quarterfinal and your flights and your accommodation.
A few beersies.
And a few beersies, whatever. But you have to call us on 0800 Hodaki. Get the hardest rugby quiz you'll ever do correct.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But you go head to head, though.
Oh, is it mano a mano or womano a womano?
Yeah,
Or
it could be mano, womano.
Yeah.
Should we just say head to head?
Yeah, head to head.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just say head. And we're going to do that next, aren't we?
That's right.
So if you want to get involved in that, give us a call on 0800 Hodaki.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The hardest rugby quiz you'll ever do. Yes, indeed. How exciting. Love my rugby quizzes, fellas.
Bugba.
Bit of rugby.
Bugba quiz.
What about a rugby quiz with tickets to the quarterfinals this weekend?
Yes.
Flights, accommodation.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let them pick,
Yeah, that's even better, man.
which is bloody exciting.
And I think you mentioned in there too, Keyzie, $200 spending money.
I did, Jase. $200 spending money, and after an intense 15 rounds of matchups across the Pacific, the Super Rugby quarterfinals are here this weekend. This weekend, the top 8 teams battling it out.
Yeah, it's going to be
they're
good stuff.
battling it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Really good stuff. Now, we're going to have to do this. How do we do this, Keys? We're going to do 2 at a time.
We certainly are. We've got Richard and Shannon on the line. How you guys going?
You're pretty good, mate, yourself.
Going well.
Yeah,
Yes.
good. So, Richard, you're from Wellington, mate, so you're a Hurricane supporter with the Canes.
The boys, yeah, they're going well.
Yeah, good. Shannon, you're from Christchurch, obviously Crusaders.
Sure thing.
Now, what you need to do, fellas, when you answer the question, just shout out either Hurricanes or Crusaders.
That's
all right?
your buzzer, basically.
That's your buzzer. Okay, fellas?
Okay, I'm shit at that. Oh, no.
You'll be right, mate. You'll be right.
You'll be fine. You kick us off with the question there, Mogi.
I got one for you. Name the Super Rugby team. Why are your lips moving, Keyzie? You don't know what I'm saying.
By the way,
Yeah.
best out of three.
Best of three.
Yeah.
Best of three gets it. Name the Super Rugby side that got absolutely pumped by the Hurricanes this weekend.
Go.
Hey.
Yes, Richard, what's your answer?
That would be the...
Go again, mate. Sorry, you dropped out.
Yeah.
Go again, mate. You dropped out.
Well, it was the Crusaders, wasn't it?
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, mate. Just bad audio. Bad line there, bro.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. That's one to Richard there.
Away you go, Keyzie.
All right, here you go, fellas. Get ready to yell those team names out. Finish this sentence. Hello, my name is Tana Blank.
Crusaders.
Shannon.
Is it Umanga?
Ah!
I thought you were shit at this,
yeah.
man. You were awesome.
Oh, so good. So I believe it's 1-1.
Yes.
Jace, this question is the decider, so whoever yells
I'm not
Hurricanes...
entirely confident this question's going to be about rugby.
Yeah. Okay, fellas, Shannon and Richard. Hoity J peels off the scrum, dashes down the sideline, over the try line, dots down. How many points does he receive for the try?
Crusaders.
Shannon, you were
Crusaders,
first.
Yeah. Shannon, you're in there, mate. How many?
4.
What do you reckon, Richard?
I think I'm going to go 5.
Although Jase was playing in 1935, which means you only get 3 points for that.
That's true, actually. That's true.
So Shannon's blown it. He was there. He was in the box seat. In the end, Richard got it correct by knowing the amount of points a try is worth. So.
And to Shannon's credit, he did say right at the start that he was shit at this, and he proved himself right.
Yeah, totally, mate. Yeah, emphatically. Good on you, fella. Stay on the line, and Pugs will sort you out. No worries at all, all right?
Shot.
Man, I'll tell you what, that rugby quiz bloody hard.
Yeah, really hard. Oh.
What?
Sit back, undo your belt, zip, turn it up and listen to a bit of Jimmy.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Jimi Hendrix there to round out the hour. The time is exactly 4:53. Great to have your company if you're just joining us. Hey, heaps happening after 5 o'clock, by the way. Heaps, including pet chat. So if you've got any questions you want to ask about your pet, or you need some advice regarding your pet, text us now 3483. And remember, everyone that texts goes in the draw for some BK vouchers.
That's right.
Good, man.
Yeah, so
Actually,
good.
Speaking of texts on 3483, go on here. G'day, guys. Really liked the hard rugby quiz. Great radio.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was pretty good.
I think it was good.
You know, as I've said in the past, fellas, I've done some good radio. I've done some really shithouse radio, but that was top quality.
That was good radio, yeah.
I'm thinking actually radio awards immediately.
People love quizzes.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
And they love it when people go head to head. Also, just regarding on stuff that we talked about earlier in the show about, you know, own goals that you perpetrate on yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of people texting in on 3483 talking about the old zipper and the dude.
Yeah, that's right. Getting your downstairs caught in the zip of your jeans. I've never had that.
No,
this
neither.
one says, "G'day chaps, I did catch my foreskin in the zip of my jeans." I don't have a foreskin, so that's me. Although, Jase, you've also not got a foreskin, and yet somehow you managed to catch your foreskin in your
as
jeans.
I've said many, many times there, Minogue, I've got an ankle sock.
A lot of
Right?
times, actually.
Yeah,
I've said
yeah.
that a lot of times.
Yeah.
G'day, guys. I threw an apple at my neighbour. He threw a brick. It hit me in the head, knocked me out, and I fell on a pile of bricks.
Yeah, that does happen. Had a wolf climb through the chimney once, landed in a pile of bricks on the stove. That's what it says here, 3483.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking, hey, Jase, was that pile of bricks in your backyard, was it a semicircle of bricks?
Yes, it was a semicircle of bricks.
Right, okay.
Because I was looking to make my own pizza oven.
Oh,
But then I got, disinterested quarter of the way through it, and so I just left it there.
I've got a vision of you being a real Homer Simpson at your joint.
Oh, the grill. What the hell is the grill?
Totally, I'm like that. Totally.
Actually, text here on 3483. Hey, fellas, what was the details for Pet Chat again? 3483, your text through if you need any advice. and you go in the draw for BK vouchers.
Because I believe you've had a bit of a pet incident over the weekend there, Keyzie, that you want to talk to us
I'll
about.
stop you
Big
there.
time.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into
We're
it now.
talking about that after the break.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was going to say.
okay.
We'll get into that after 5
can't
o'clock.
wait.
Good idea.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, 2 minutes past 5 o'clock. Keep those texts coming for Pet Chat 3483, and we'll get into that next. Incidentally, Mogi, I forgot to ask, how was it Armageddon?
Yeah, good, man.
Yeah, you got lots of
so
cash?
many fans. So many fans.
Yeah, that's great, mate.
So many fans for the old Wellington Paranormal. Huge it was, Keyzie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, just we've been talking, haven't we, about home goals.
Oh, yes.
Just had a text come through on 3483. Was rowing years ago in a race at Lake Horowhenua, wearing stubbies and no undies. Schlong got run over by the moving slide seat, went bolt upright, guy behind me threw his oar into my back and we crashed into a pile of bricks.
Far out. I didn't know there were just bricks lying around
Yeah,
Lake
I know.
Horowhenua, man. That's crazy.
Actually, that's something that people need to bring up with their local councils and government.
let's put some cones around
these random piles of bricks lying around causing injury to people. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's just unacceptable.
Oh, hey, fellas.
Yeah. What's wrong with you today, Keyzie?
A little later on in the hour, by the way, I've just been handed some information. Apparently,
By who?
just the lady in the office there that gives us the info.
There's no one in the office, but carry on.
I've got some information coming up later in the show on how people could win a $10,000 backbone shout thanks to Super Liquor.
Yeah, that's actually a very exciting development in the big show there, Mogi. The old
Mogi?
backbone shout out and your chance to win $10,000.
It's just a backbone shout, not a shout out.
I get the feeling that's been mentioned before, but it feels like it's the first time I'm hearing it.
Yeah, no, it has
I'm
been.
excited by that.
Yeah, very much so, mate.
10 G's.
We'll tell you all about it a little bit later
me
on
about
in the
it now.
show. Well, I can't. We're going
I want to
into a
know
song.
about it now.
Well, we can't, Mogi.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Pet Chat. With Jason Mike. I do believe, Mogi, that's the first time you've heard that.
Second time.
Oh, it is the second time. Okay, yeah. How good is it, man?
It's really
That
good.
thing?
Actually, it might have been on the podcast that I heard it.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
It's
Yeah.
top quality, top work, Pugs.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate. All right, Keyzie, hit us.
A lot of texts on 3483. Don't forget every text or question comes through in the draw for BK. G'day, fellas. I've got 8 kittens. How do I turn the runt into a beast? It's currently half the size of his siblings. Cheers, Hayden.
How many?
8 kittens. That's
Wow.
from Hayden and Tauranga.
That's 4 too many for me. But anyway.
Very hard to turn a runt into a beast. The only way, really, is if you hit the other 7 with a pile of bricks.
Right, because I was going to say sort of isolate it and feed it extra protein, and you know what I mean? And
Who's got time for that?
Yeah, true. True story, by the way. I'm a quintuplet,
Yeah.
and I was the runt of the pack. Believe it or not, I know.
No,
it's,
I believe
mean,
it.
I know you're
Yeah, I
looking at me
believe
now
it.
going, yeah, whatever, Hoodie J.
you're massive.
Yeah,
Beast.
totes. But, you know, there are ways. Just
How'd you do it? Was it the pile of bricks way?
Yeah, I got a sack of bricks and was just lifting those every day.
Right.
And then the sack broke open and they fell on my foot. God, it hurt.
A pile of bricks on your foot. G'day, fellas. My dog stinks. You give it a bath, next day it stinks again. Even got her a new bed. 2 days later, that stinks now. Please advise. Cheers. That's from James.
Yeah, dogs stink,
Yeah, they do stink.
and that's all there is to it. My dog stinks.
Particularly your bigger dogs, Mogi.
Yeah, there's
You
more.
know?
There's more of it. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Smaller dogs got less surface area to stink, whereas your bigger dog's got a wider surface area.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
My dog's doing this thing at the moment where it follows me around, stares at me,
Tinker.
and stinks.
Yeah.
It's not a great combo.
Yeah.
I now put it in the other room just so I don't have to look at it.
My dog jumps up on the couch when I'm on the couch and lies on me and stinks.
Right. G'day. I don't have a dog. Sorry. G'day, fellas. One for Pet Chat here. Looking after Dad's dog at the moment. As thick as a pile of bricks. How do I get it to stop snoring its ass off? Cheers, Mike.
They do snore, actually.
They do. My dog, Tinker, is following me around at the moment, stares on me, stinks,
And snores?
And snores.
Right, yeah.
Bastard of a thing it is. The trick is you give it a big dose, so you get it on the old glass Barbie.
Meth.
Yeah.
True story.
And they don't go to sleep.
Right.
True story, because our dog sneaks in sometimes at night and lies in our bed and stinks. But also, what happens is my dog starts snoring, but I can't decipher between my wife snoring and my dog snoring.
On that note, have you ever rolled over?
She's listening.
And put your arm over your dog?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I've
started
my
the
dog,
old,
and it stinks.
started to progress things.
Yeah, Jase, have you done that? Can you say on the radio that you've done that, please?
Yes.
Gross. You make me sick.
Keep those texts coming.
On 3483, more Pet Chat up next.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Pet Chat. With Jason Mike. How do we feel about dogs wearing outfits? Seeing a lot
Sexy outfits?
Well, no,
Sexy maid costumes and that.
Yeah, no,
Or
more
sexy sort of traffic cops
you
and
know,
that.
more just like winter coats and things like that.
Oh.
I see
What have
a
they
lot
got
of
on underneath the coat?
nothing.
Okay, this whole you and animals thing's got a bit far today, I think. Hey, lots of questions on 3483, fellas, for Pet Chat.
Great,
Go on, then.
Keyzie, away you go.
Hey, fellas, last week I ran over a stoat and then a possum and then a rat and then a cat and then a sparrow and then a fish all in 1 week. I'm thinking of getting a pet. Is that a bad omen? Cheers.
Nah, that sounds like that woman who ate a fly. You know? She
No.
swallowed a spider to eat the fly. I don't know why she swallowed that fly.
Oh, right,
That
yeah.
person's run things over in the same order.
Oh, right.
That's weird.
Someone here's actually texted in from Dunedin. They've got a collie cross who is a super licker and will not stop licking us, especially after
Stop
she's
looking what?
licking us.
Oh, okay.
Pronounced ass.
No, it's not ass.
Oh, ass.
Yeah,
Us.
yeah, yeah, no, that's what I heard.
Will not stop licking us.
And I was...
Nas.
No, not nas. Us.
Nas. He won't stop
Sorry.
licking nas.
No, not nus.
Oh,
Us.
ass.
Ass.
Us, as in people.
Oh,
As in the humans. Us.
The human's
a
ass.
human's ass.
No, as in like, I think she's referring to like her and her family. Us.
Her family's
So
ass.
he's licking her family's ass.
Hey, Elizabeth from Dunedin here. I've got a collie cross who is a super licker and will not stop licking us.
Licking ass.
No. It's here because it says especially after she has licked her ass.
So she licks their ass
That's
once
it.
she's licked her own ass. She's probably got a taste for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah, well, that answers that question. Good work, fellas.
Yeah.
Someone's texting here advice for the person that has a smelly dog.
Oh, yeah.
Get a woolly dog. They don't stink.
Ah.
oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I've seen some. I'll tell you what, those woolly, ugly bastards, what are they?
Poodles, God.
And they're always up the back door there, absolute sprayed.
Right.
Foul bastards.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are.
And funnily enough, my dog is massively racist when it comes to dogs.
Yeah.
And she cannot, true story, goes nuts every time she sees a poodle.
Yeah.
Probably because it wants to lick her ass. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, sniff it, sorry. I don't mean lick it.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they lick it.
Yeah. Actually,
It's
this.
just natural, Keyzie. You don't
yeah,
have to
no,
be,
okay.
you don't
It's
have
not
to
normal for humans, but it's normal for
It's normal
dogs.
for dogs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers for clearing that up. One last text. I don't want to bring the mood down here, but I thought it was nice. G'day, lads. My dog just died, and I'm having an argument about the missus.
Don't laugh about it, dude.
Having an argument with the missus about taxidermying it.
Oh.
You know, do you know anything about this sort of thing?
Yeah, the trick, it can get bloody expensive, though, the taxidermy. Hey.
Yes, it can, Mogi.
We had our family dog. It was part Samoyed, part Australian Terrier. Beautiful dog she was, Sally.
Right.
And, 17 years old, so a huge part of our childhood. We looked into having it taxidermied. It was 11 grand.
Wow.
So at the end, we just stuffed it with a pile of bricks.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
The time is 5:39, which means it's time for...
time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to? Yeah, the Warriors. Huge win over the weekend, fellas, taking down the Redcliffe Dolphins, the brand new team in the competition, coached by super coach Wayne Bennett.
It's funny you should say that, actually, about the Dolphins being the new team in the competition there, Mogi. I think the expectation for a lot of people was that the Dolphins were going to be easy beats.
Oh, they definitely were.
But let's just...
you did right there, Jase.
Let's just... realise they're on the same points as the Warriors at the moment. Just a bit of a difference on the points differentials. On the points differentials. And a lot of people like Keyzie was like, we're going to give them a hiding and stuff. There were times during that match where I actually thought, I don't know about this. Yeah. The first half didn't really go the Warriors' way. They were pressing, couldn't break through, but in the end, total domination.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jase.
Yeah, in the end, they were just too good. I'll be completely honest with you, man. I'm just glad to see them back at home.
Yes.
At Mount Smart. I understand they've got a new name for the stadium now, but I can't remember what it is, and even if I could, I wouldn't use it. Mount Smart is their home stadium, and they sold out during the week. The fans turned up, and the Warriors delivered on the park.
Oh, look, and the commentary team was saying, and rightly so,
the ACC,
the proper commentary team was saying over the
professional commentary team.
And they're right. So many sporting franchises would love the kind of support that the Warriors have. Get that. I think it was 23,500 people there.
It's not bad.
That's a good turnout, mate.
And then
totally.
For some reason, it sort of feels like, I know they're trying to make it New Zealand's team, but you make it New Zealand's team not by taking the game on the road, not by touring around the country and getting your ass handed to you. You make it New Zealand's team by winning every week.
Yeah,
and
totally.
You win every week by playing at home in front of 20-odd thousand fans.
Yeah,
week in, week out.
And the great thing about this competition too is it is so congested at the top there. We're only we're only one win away from being in the top three there. You look at the Super Rugby, for example. Crusaders, win.
Yeah,
they actually lost this weekend.
But but this rugby league competition tight as a drum, mate.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. I mean, you think we lost to Brisbane last week. We really should have beaten them.
Yes,
obviously they were down a few players, as were we, but they're sitting in second spot.
Well,
you know what I mean? And that's our title is. I mean, we're down there in seventh, mate. We're every bit as good as those bastards.
And this is the thing, too,
What's that, Jase?
Talking about the Dolphins, I thought, here we go. This is the game that the Warriors were expected to win.
Yes.
We're going to choke because we always choke. But it's a different side this year,
It's a different side this year, exactly. I back you up on that, exactly, 100%. And, look, I'll be honest with you. I think New Zealand is ready for a Warriors team that is winning. I think New Zealand is a little bit tired of the same old that comes with Super Rugby. Now, that's nothing against Super Rugby, but it is the same old thing dished up year after year.
Totes, mate.
Not exactly a tight competition. The format's confusing. I think as soon as the Warriors start winning a few more games and heads start turning and looking at rugby league as a positive and definite option to rugby union,
yes,
I think you're going to see the support for that team go through the goddamn roof.
Totally. Can I just say, do we have enough time? One thing I just really want to say about rugby league is that it's time to hop on the bandwagon of the Warriors. The other thing I want to say is that everyone's saying Sean Johnson winding back the clock. He's not winding back the clock. He's different. He's evolved. He's matured. Jase.
Hang on. Quick. Who's your hottest player of the week?
Oh, yes.
Who's your sexy boy?
Who's
Keyzie's sexy boy?
Mitch Barnett.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Oh, yeah, but a jet for you there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show. The time is 5:48. Hey, check this out. The 10K...
Oh, wait, Jase, hang on. Now do it.
Oh.
Go.
The 10K backbone shout out.
That's well delivered,
Super
man.
Liquor. Hey, it's Trade Wars Month, and we've teamed up with Super Liquor for the 10K backbone shout. We're putting trade against trade to see who delivers the best backbone shout. One backbone shout video will win 10K. Cheers to Super Liquor.
Oh,
right, so somebody, you've got a video, record yourself somewhere probably weird, and the weirder the better, I'd imagine. It's going to get the most attention.
Be creative, man.
Screaming out backbone. Shouting out backbone.
And once you've done that, tag Radio Hodaki or Hodaki Big Show on either Insta, Facebook or TikTok, or you can slip that video into our DMs or upload at hodaki.co.nz.
That's right.
To win 10 grand, man.
That's good. That's good cash.
We want you to get all your workmates together and do it as well. So the more
Yes.
people you got, the better. If you're a sole trader, just you, that's fine.
Yes.
Add a little spice to it, though,
All the trades, man. All the
Yeah,
trades.
man.
No one
Plumbers.
is omitted. Yes.
Electricians,
Yes.
roofers,
Yes.
farmers,
Yes.
mechanics,
Yes.
glaziers, plasterers,
Yes.
hairdressers,
Yes.
bankers, bakers, brewers, real estate agents.
So good, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
imagine, actually, if you do it as a group, the hoo of a party you can have if you get 10K.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you win 10K, you go, all right, boys.
Yeah.
Or ladies, let's
Yeah.
get on it.
Or a mixture of the two.
Oh,
That's right.
you know, a combination of
That's
the two,
true.
which is always a better mix anyway. You don't want it to be too,
Yeah, well, you don't want to exclude anybody,
testosterone.
Keyzie,
Right, yeah,
just
yeah.
purely based on the sex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah. I mean,
You know
that
what
wouldn't be
That's
okay.
my bad.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
So once again, it's all thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. Cheers to them. 10
That's a
grand.
good comp, man.
Yeah, it is.
All you got to do is yell Backbone with your workmates. Send it to us online. Pretty easy.
Yeah, it is very. Even the old Hoity J could do that.
Wow.
Backbone!
You didn't film it.
Yes, I did.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Upload it. Go on.
I'm going to upload it right now.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, Backbone!
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The Cure there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 5:54. This time of the day we ask what people are having for tea. Also, after 6 o'clock tonight, we'll be carrying on with shooting yourself in the foot or scoring an own goal.
That's right.
Because we've been inundated with so many texts from people talking about the fact that they've scored all these own goals against themselves. There's a lot of brick action
lot of
happening
piles
too.
of bricks,
So
yeah.
a lot of pile of bricks. So we'll be going into that again.
By own goal, you're talking about how you tried to put sunglasses on. What were the sunglasses?
No,
reading
just
glasses.
my reading glasses.
And then you poked yourself in the eye with the little stalk, and then your eye swelled up, and then your wife told you to go to A&E, but you said no because you were too embarrassed.
Yeah, and then I fell in a pile of bricks because I
then you
couldn't
fell
see
over.
anything.
That's right.
The
Yeah,
semicircle at the bottom of my garden there.
So text any of those through on 3483. Also, what you're having for dinner. Got BK vouchers to give away. 3483. Get stuck in.
Oh, so good, man.
Big King XL
So good.
vouchers, by the way.
Actually, we had a little chat to our BK mates because, God, they're good bastards, Mogi.
Are they?
Yeah, good bastards. They're going to give us some vouchers too, maybe, which
Big-
we can give to our friends.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
no,
good, eh?
it was big talk, right?
Yeah, there was
They
a
were
lot of
keen.
it. Well, you know how Keyzie gets after a few beers. He gets a bit, I was going to say astropolis, but there's no such word.
Isn't that a type of cough lozenge?
Yeah, maybe.
Astropolis.
Are
Yeah.
they any good?
I don't
Give
know.
it to Mogi.
Yeah, he
Sort
needs
him out.
it.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. Nice to have your company this Tuesday night. Ogie, what are you having for dinner tonight? Because you're
Think
off your
burgers,
diet.
man.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I think burgers tonight. Homemade burgers
Yeah,
tonight.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the burger.
Good
Keyzie?
eating.
Keyzie?
Huh?
What are you having?
Taco. Having tacos.
Okay, what are the people having on 3483? Is a taco a hard shell or a soft shell?
Well, it's either, but I'm having soft.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Lots of text on 3483. Don't forget BK vouchers, so get stuck in. G'day, fellas. Soup tonight. It's a soup kind of day, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's
yeah, well,
from
I made,
Steve.
as I mentioned earlier in the show, I made a beautiful soup, so I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll-
not going to eat it. It's just for the kids. I'm going to get BK.
Oh, yeah, nice. Here's a good text on 3483. Hey, fellas, pork chops tonight. Mashed potato and what is that? Peas, applesauce.
What part of that were you finding hard to
Yeah,
read?
yeah.
Oh, it auto-corrected and peas and stuff was all
yeah,
it was
yeah.
weird. It was
Oh, yeah. I don't
Right.
like any of those things,
Yeah,
but all
no,
good.
foul.
Each to their own.
Right, okay. What do we got here? Oh, g'day, fellas. Making a pizza tonight. Gonna put some brisket on it. Barbecue sauce, chipotle as well, some bacon too. Can't wait. Yum.
Sounds good.
Yeah, delicious. Hey, no,
Is that
speaking
what
of
this segment is now?
Speaking of bricks,
What's that, mate?
we were talking earlier in the
What
show
bricks?
in the 4 to 5 hour
Yeah.
about own goals. I poked my eye with my own pair of glasses over the weekend and then fell into a pile of bricks because I couldn't see. And since then, we have been inundated with people's own goals.
That's
and,
Yeah.
I
I'm wondering if it's going to be a regular thing.
yeah, well, I sort
Is
of
it
feel like it
called
is.
instant karma? Because oftentimes things happen and then you immediately get punished by the universe for it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll look into it.
But we'll be getting into that in the next break because we've got a pile
That's some
of
good ones.
texts.
God almighty. A lot of bricks involved.
Yeah, massive amount of bricks. In the meantime, here's Faith No More.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yeah, Pearl Jam there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday evening. But right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. That felt lonely.
Yeah, I'm glad you stuck with it. It was good. It was really shitty of Keyzie doing that.
Yeah, and it's really weird, when you isolate your own voice. It's fine if you're doing it with singing with the group, for example, but if you could just hear your own voice,
especially with just that deep voice guy.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
That guy's getting. He's a
well, as we talked about earlier in the show when we were doing the old barbershop quartet, you know, I was always the low guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Ah, yeah. The baritone.
That's not what it's called.
Isn't it? Soprano?
Yeah, soprano.
Yeah.
Last night I watched a show called, I think, The Idol. It's on Neon.
Yes.
It's had a lot of chat around it. It stars Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily something.
Oh, I've seen the trailer for that, yeah.
And The Weeknd, who's a musician. And it's brought to you by the same guy that created Euphoria, which is quite the hit show.
Yeah, and quite intense too, if I recall.
Well, this thing's pretty intense as well. It's I wouldn't say it's good. It's it's quite David Lynchy.
Yes.
Like sort of Mulholland Drive-y, really weird, sort of a horrible vibe. So she's a singer, and she's coming back from a sort of a mental breakdown, and she meets this guy The Weeknd who runs a nightclub, and the vibe I'm getting is that he's a massive scumbag. And I think there's going to be something of a descent into madness is the vibe I'm getting.
Oh, so it's episodic?
It's episodic.
It's not a movie.
Yeah,
right, okay. Yeah,
so one episode down. I don't think it'll be good. You could probably give it a miss.
Thanks, mate.
Gives you sort of makes you feel a bit gross.
2.5 stars.
2.
It's 1.5 to 2.
1.5 to 2. I watched Muru.
Yeah.
Moru.
About the Udawera raids and so forth. It annoyed the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first 20 or 30 minutes of it, and then it turned into Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
And it was a bit over the top and incoherent, and I began to get annoyed.
I don't think it was clear that, it certainly wasn't, because I watched it recently as well, and I just thought it was a reenactment of what happened with the
So did I, yes.
with the raids in 2006 or 3 or whatever it was, and which was quite an amazing story.
Yes.
The original story is amazing. That the government raided them, they were hacking their phones. This is Tama Iti in the iwi there, and they were hacking their phones, and they were trying to do them for an attempted assassination of possibly George Bush, because they said if he ever came into town, they would catapult a tractor onto him.
Right. Yes.
Which was clearly just a bunch of mates talking shit.
Yes.
But they were like, well, we've got to get these guys. So I think there was plenty to work with. But yeah, so there's a hard left turn in it.
Yes.
That was sort of put me off a bit because I wasn't expecting it.
Well, there was, and also with regards to that whole raid, there was plenty of atrocities that went on as well regarding, and it was a really interesting story. And you're right, they veered off to the left sharply.
Yeah.
And then I lost all meaning and all enjoyment of it.
Agreed.
Keyzie?
I watched a movie over the weekend called The Bank of Dave out at cinemas. English comedy thing based on a true story. Really good watch. At the end, researched it. 80% of it not true.
Oh, yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
There's like a Def Leppard concert and all sorts of things that didn't actually happen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
You know that, like...
what's that, Jase?
When you go to the movies, Keyzie,
Yeah.
often it's not true.
Oh, this was based on a true story, though.
Right.
Yeah. So that was a bit gutting.
Based.
Yeah.
There was once a guy called Dave.
Yes.
Yeah. And he went to a bank.
And that's about where it sort of stopped.
And then halfway through it turned into Black Hawk Down. I was so pissed off.
Keyzie.
What?
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, New Zealand. That's your Tuesday taken care of. Mogi, back to bed for you. A hot toddy, a bit of whiskey, a bit of lemon juice, a bit of honey, a bit of gunja, maybe a couple of hits of voddy, maybe 5 ciggies, a couple of beersies, some hemp oil, and you should be good to go for a nice night's sleep, mate.
Bit of lemon zest.
Lemon zest.
Pepper.
Bit of cracked pepper. Speaking of which, I made a beautiful veggie soup today. It's delicious. The kids are loving it. Keyzie, what are you up to?
Tonight, dropping my wife off at squash, then going out to dinner with some friends, then picking my wife up from squash, and then home, put her to bed, have a small glass of port and play PlayStation.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Yeah, what are you up to, Jase?
Look,
Besides eating your soup.
Now that I'm back in Reno mode, I might carry on with the Renos around the house. We did some good stuff over the weekend, and I'm going to carry on with that energy. Maybe go to the gym for an hour or two, have my protein shake, come home and do some stretching, and take some drugs and go to bed.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good night for old Hoodie J. Yeah. Hey, but listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having your company. Once again, make sure you check out our podcast, check out our Instagram account at Hodaki Big Show. Until the Wednesday, you take care out there, and we'll see you later.